Hey everybody, Boomslang here. Welcome to the channel. So, first off, happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there who happen to stumble across this in your feed one day. It's November 11th, 2025. It is my first real Veterans Day off where I didn't have to work in some capacity. So, you know, congratulations to all you vets and enjoy your day. As for me, I enjoy my day by looking at cards, and that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you don't mind if you want to come along, sing a happy song, whatever you want to do, it's okay with me. Anyway, so I was going through another one of these boxes, these long boxes. We're going to call them the 33-row 3200 counters. And I found a row and a part of some 97 Fleer Ultra. And while going through this, I found a gentleman's name. And I had to stop what I was doing and show it to you guys. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to look at more cards. That is the last box that was on that dolly down there. Let's see, can you see the dolly? If I bend it down. That dolly is now empty and had a bunch of cards on it. It was stacked up about, I don't know, 3 feet off the ground or 3.5 feet, whatever. Anyway, it's empty now. This is the last box. So let's switch the camera and we'll show you the guy that I found that probably none of you guys are even aware this guy existed. Maybe if you're a Braves fan from back then, it may have been a flash in the pan. He may have never made it. He may have had a cup of coffee and that's it. But anyway, here we go. Switching cameras now. Going to our 360 link. There you go. Booyakasha. There he is. This guy. His name is Wonderful Mounds. Wonderful Mounds. Oh, what's it say about him? 93 Idaho Falls, 94 Durham, 94 Macon, 95 Durham, 95 SC Braves or no GC Braves, 96 GC Brave, and 96 Greensville. Whereas last year in 96 in Greenville, he batted 300, the 455 slugging. OP is OB on base percentage was 350. He had 32 games played at that level, 110 at bats with 17 runs, 33 hits, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and his AR, HR, whatever, ABAR was 55.0 at bats per home run, I guess. And RBIs was 14 and stolen bases was 7. So he may have gotten the call up. There he is. Wonderful Mounds for you TTMers out there. This is probably a must-have if the guy is still even alive. Who knows? We can go now. I can't because I didn't update my membership for the site to see what his return rate is, if he even has one. But anyway, I saw the 1976 Topps Steve Furness card. Congratulations. All right. Waited all day. By the way, it is 2:03 p.m. and finally got my first sale of the day. Ha! To you, Mr. Airtime. I got a sale today. I know he was getting crickets too. But anyway, let's get back to sorting some cards here, shall we? Now, I'd like to have been seated, but I guess I'll be leaning over. We're just going through these. These have suffered paper loss. I don't know who Robin Jennings is, but there he is. Or Jason Maxwell, but there he is. There's a Rhino. We'll put Rhino in the stack of keepers. Pedro Valdez or Tim Belk. Brett Boone, Jeff Brantley, Eric Davis, and Barry Larkin. Yeehaw! Chad Matola, or Chad. He's such a Chad. Mark Portugal, Reggie Sanders, John Smiley, Eddie Taubenson, and some Dante Bichette and Ellis Burks. Excuse me, I had this cough since I got up today. Had a headache. It's still, every time I cough, my head wants to freaking explode. I did take a Tylenol. I don't know if it's really helping or not. Let me get out of this screen here so I can see the chat. Oh, John Jabs is in the house. I was stoked by him. Stoked on him back when. Wonderful, terrific mounds. Wonderful, terrific mounds. Yes, I know, right? Cool. Hey, thanks for stopping by, John. We're just doing what we do almost on a daily basis. We just don't televise it. But here you go. I'll do this and show you. I don't know, but I've been through almost all that except for the ones. Where's my arm? The ones down here that are in the mailbox slots. I still got to go through a lot of, like 90% of those have to be gone through. The 800 count boxes. But yeah, it's got all those have now been sorted. I still got to go through these over here one more time, make sure I got everything picked out. And this room may be ready for the move to get everything out of storage. Let's get this back down where it was so I don't have people having epileptic seizures because the camera's shaking all over hell and back. But yeah, it's been a work all this time, but I got to get it done. I'm paying $260 a month for storage, and that's baseball card money there. So that's what the plan is, to get this stuff sorted out and then move everything out of storage and get it into this garage, and then I don't know, burn it. I don't know. I mean, not burn it while it's in the garage, but Kevin Brown throwing batting practice. Obviously not burn it while it's in the garage, but just burn this crap. There's some Andre Dawson action. How about some Al Leiter? Lighter fluid. Ralph Millard. Rob Nen. So yeah, just want to get it done. So I'll hopefully be starting on that. I'll be doing the move in wintertime, maybe. I don't know. Todd Jones throwing up the old gang signs there. Stop it, Todd. Stop it. Daryl Kyle. He's got probably a 30-cent price tag because almost all the ones that were commons got that 30-cent price tag on. Orlando Miller. Shane Reynolds wrap. Donnie Wall. Balls on the wall. Roger Cedeno. Greg Gagne. Wilton Guerrero. Todd Hollinsworth. My nemesis brother. Pedro Martinez. Yeah. So that we're gonna start on that other stack today. Even after I'm done streaming, I'll probably just go over there and hit it. Chan Ho Park. Oh, Mr. Park. Park your car, Mr. Park. Like I'm punching me in the head too for mocking his accent. Gruzilonic. Ah, there's my nemesis right there, staring me right in the face. How dare you side-eyeing me like that? Look at him. He's throwing up the side eye. You bum. You bum. Henry Rodriguez. Met him when he was in the Dodgers organization. Got some in-person autographs on some of his cards, early cards. Yes. Rondell White, 30 cents. Yep. Carlos Baerga with the Mets. Johnny Franco. Bernard Gilkey for you there, John. Lance Johnson. Bobby Jones, looking all Rico Suave there on the with the lineup card and his cool rays on. Alex Ochoa, Ray Ordonez, Paul Wilson, Todd Zeal, Jermaine Allensworth. Probably someone you were hyped on maybe back in the day too, John, being a young Pirates guy. Trey Beeman. Carlos Garcia. Throwing up gang signs as well. The Three Finger Gang. Mark Johnson. Jeff King. When he was still good, I guess. Al Martin. Matt Rubel or Rebel? Rabel? Rubel. R-U-E-B-E-L. Rubel. Mark Wilkins. And Alan Bennis had a 30-cent price tag. All right. Moving right along. Filling up this box. We've got Eckersley springing off the mound. Chasing someone down, maybe. Ronnie Gant. Ray Lankford. TJ Matthews. Never heard of him. Andy Ashby. Steve Findley. Findley. He's got a 30-cent price tag. John Flaherty. Taking a mask to the schnozola, but that's going to hurt later. Chris Gomez. Oh, this next one's awesome. Joey Hamilton. The Cat in the Hat. He's the Cat in the Hat, man. Look how cool he is with those glasses and stuff. He is the cool cat. The coolest cat in the hat. 30 cents. And you can have it too. Look at that. Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer. Goes over there. Jason Thompson, San Diego Padres for 30 cents on your dollar. Some Fado Fernando looking up to the heavens. Now he's looking down from the heavens, probably. Whoop, get on camera there. Probably looking down from the heavens now. Probably putting a curse on me now for making fun of him. But it is what it is. Jacob cruising for a bruising. Check swing Sean Dunston. Sean Estes for 30 cents on your dollar. Great investment. We're not done there yet. We've got Sean Estes again. Then we got Mark Gardner. old Tiki Tacky. Marcus Jensen. Chris Slayton. Singleton. Alan Watson. Rod Beck. Jay Bell, before he began to stink after he left the Pirates. There's another checker swing Dunston. Reggie Jefferson, man, he is mean mugging the cameraman for sure. Look at that. Dude, relax. You're getting your cup of coffee. Darren Oliver. Benito Santiago. Man had a gun for an arm. Gerald Williams, Bernie's brother. Damon Buford McGee. Jeremy Burnett. Sterling Hitch. We'll leave the last part of his name off. Dave Hollins. Mel Rojas. Oh, we got Boomer Wells on deck. Here's Boomer. Boomer Wells. 40 cents. He broke the mold. Count Allred. Garrett Gaetti. John Hudak. Who the heck is that? Brian Johnson. There's a Larry Walker for 60 cents. Russ Davis. Delano DeShields thrown down a bunt. Many of his cards pictured him bunting. Charlie Hayes. Jermaine Dye. John Ericks. Jeff Fazzaro. Willie Green. I got to remember to pay more attention to my chat, so I'm trying to stare over more frequently than the last time because, yeah, missed a lot of chats. Or got to them late, I should say. Greg McMichael, Damon Easley, Easily Peasily, Ricky Bonus. Never knew he was a red. Holy cow. Holy cow. Brewers, yes. Was a Yankee too? Get out of here. Get out of here. John Burkett. Royce Clayton. Greg Colburn. Tony Eusebio. Wally Joyner at the hips. How about Jimmy Leyritz? Ah, the Paul O'Neill. 30 cents. He didn't beat out a Boomer Wells. Bruce Ruffin. Michael Tucker. Michael Tucker in bags here. So Michael Tucker went to 30 cents on your dollar. And we will slide these guys in there. I don't know because I don't know how much more room we're going to have in that box. A little more room. I can squeeze some more in there, I guess, but not pack them. Andy Bennis. How many times it took that before he actually caught it? Craig Biggio on deck. Rex Hudler. And Moses Alou. Not his rookie card, John, but it's 40 cents. So he tied the Boomer Wells record for the priciest card so far. Well, common. All right, we're going to keep going. Crank these up a little bit. Brad Osmus. Armando Benitez. Mark Gubitza. Terry Steinbach. Mark Witten with his knuckles inside the border. Keep your hands and knuckles inside the ride at all times. Ricky Botalico. Not much left, guys. We're going to have to start filling them back in on this box here. That's all right. It is what it is. Jimmy Key, West Florida. Carlos Perez, Melito's brother, I believe. Alex Fernandez, 30 cents. Bobby Bonilla, will he break the 30-cent barrier? No, he did not. 30s across the board. March of 1998. So fresh out of the box, 30-cent price tag. Scott Brosius, bobbling a ball. Craig Swindell for you there, John. The Swindler, Jose Vizcaino. Dutch Dalton, 30 cents. Shane Andrews. Jim Eisenreich with the curse words while he's doing interviews. Tourette's got the best of him. Ariel Prieto. Why his parents' name? Oh, it's just like someone named Wonderful Mounds. Who knows? Bob Tewksbury, Mike Bordick, Real Cormier, whatever. Johnny Wetland, and the Drylands. Alrighty. What's back here? Probably some more of those. Yep. Pull these out of here. There it is, Johnny Wetland. Picking up right where we left off. Mike Blowers. Kevin Mitchell. Todd Zeal. Turk Wendell. Rico Baronia. Eric Davis, watching the launch angle on that ball. Mike Lansing. Oh, he's got a broken bat. Oh, I've got to put that in the broken bat binder. Devon White. Marquise Grissom with a 30-cent price tag. Todd Worrell. Come apart there, my friend. Oy. That's going to lead to, that's not like cracking bones. That's going to lead to paper loss. Oh, yeah. Major paper loss there. Here's what it is. Mickey Tuttleton. Some paper loss on his forearm. Steve Avery. Scotty Cooper. Lee Stevens. Kevin Elster. Tom Goodwin throwing down a bunt. Sean Green. Pete Harnish. Joe Randa, the Panda. Scott Sanders. Trying to fly airplanes. You know how pilots do it with their hands. They're flying airplanes. We went this way, went that way. Yep. He tried to come around. I got on a 6 and Fox won. Todd Jones. Terry Adams. I tried to move in for a gunshot, but yeah, it was too elusive. Alrighty then, we have a slew of tops. 96 tops here, a slew of them. So let's see where was that. That's 170. So is there any order in which these cards are in here? What's this number? Number 1. Okay, we got number 1. We got number 1. All right. We got number 1, Tony Gwynn. Bagwell's 4. Yeah. Bagwell's got a 50-cent price tag. Tony Gwynn has a 60 cents. 1, 4. Oh, what's this one here? 5 for Larry Walker. Barry Larkin is 6. Glavin $8. Biggio is 9. Bonds is 10. All right, let me wet my whistle real quick. Let me put these cards here because these ones keep falling over in this box. All right, there we go. My glancing, you belong right there. Glancing off of Lansing. Now, I wonder if I have my binder down here, so I can see if I got a complete set. There's more. Barry Bonds, number 10. Heathcliff Slocum is 11. Matt Williams is 12. Mark Redman is 14. Michael Barrett is 15. Juan LeBron. I think he's the wrong guy. Isn't that not Juan LeBron? I know there's an error with this guy's card. Not sure if it's Juan LeBron. You're still there, John. Help me out with that one. You might know who the error, who he's mixed up with. But it says it on the back too. I can look it up. Stand by. Let's go. Juan LeBron error card. Let's see. Yeah, he was mixed up with 95 tops traded and rookies. What? Mistakenly features a photo of Carlos Beltran while identifying the player as Juan LeBron. So that's Juan LeBron. That's the real guy, right? That's a different year. We want the. Is this it? 87. These are 87s, right? You know what I said? 97s. That's what I think I said. Gotta look at the last year in here. 95. So these are 96s. Okay, 96. These are just the base. This is not the updated. Why is it saying traded and rookie? Because it's a different one. That's a different. So it's not this set, I guess. Okay. All right. Not to worry. It's the traded set that has the mix up, and I guess. All right. Then after LeBron, 18 is McKnight. 19, 21 is that dude. Bellhorn is 22. 50 cents on Bellhorn. Jared Washburn is 40 cents, marked up from 20 cents, by the way. That's 23, 22, 23. Brett Tomko is 26. And that penny sleeve is messed up. Cards upside down. Probably because they're in the holders upside down. All right. Rich Becker is 28. Andujar Cedeno is 29. Paul Molitor, his upside down holder, is 30 for 60 cents. I hate when they do that. Brent Gates, 31. Glen Allen Hill, 32. McFarland's 33. Manny Alexander, 34. Todd Zeal, 35. Joe Girardi, 36. I'll turn my furnace off here. It's cooking me out now. Moving on. Ooh, all right. Getting hot in here. Deal a little bit with the washing machine and doing its business. So let's fan some air through here. Cooler air. All right, we'll go with that. Open boxes and knock stuff over. That's going to cause a mess. All right. So we left off with Joe Girardi. Tony Tarasco, 37. Tim Belcher, 38. Goodwin is 39. Yep. Oral Hershiser is going to be number 40. Yes, sirree, Bob. Real Cormier. Or no, Trip Coomer. Sorry. Trip Coomer is 41. Sean Bergman, 42. Troy Percival, 43. Kevin Stalker, 44. Tony Eusebio is 46. Sid Robertson is 47. Little ticky-tackiness here. Collinsworth is going to be 48. Yep. Wolders is 49. Darren Holmes, 51. Ron Karkovice, 52. Al Martin, 53. Pat taking the rap, 54. Mark Grace is 55. Greg Gagne, whatever. Sorry, I keep saying it wrong. Gagne is 56. Stan Unibrow Javier is 57. If you know, you know. Scott Sanders is 58. JT Snow is 59, demanding 20 cents on your dollar. David Justice is 60, wants 40 cents of your dollar. A nice little brick here. Let's see how it turns out. Might not be too bad. Royce Clayton, 61. Kevin Foster, 62. Tim Nehring, 63. Orlando Miller is 64. Mike Messina is 65, and he wants 60 cents from you. Eisenreich, 66. Felix Fermin is 67. Bernie is 68 and wants 40 cents. Ron Gant is 70. Felipe Lira is 71. Jacob Brumfield is 72. John Mabry is 73. Mark Carrion is 74. Get your carry-on bag. Carlos Baerga is 75 and wanting 60 cents from you. Oof. Important guy back then, Carlos was. Jim Doherty, 76. Ryan Thompson, 77. Scott Leyes, 78. Roger Pavlik, it's going to be number 79. Julian Tavares is 81. Andy Ashby is going to be 82. Mark Lemke, 83. One more Vizquel is 84. Rusty Greer is 87 and wants 20 cents. It's got Dave Stevens is 88. Jose Offerman's 89. And we're going to stop counting numbers. We're just going to go through the cards. Michael Tucker. Marvelous Marvin Freeman. Johnny lives in the wetlands. We got a Bob Abreu prospect card. Got a Trinidad Hubbard prospect card. Butch Husky prospect card, I guess. Draybeck signing autographs. Mark Leiter. Joe Oliver. What we can do, so I don't have to be bending over so much. Let's jockey these around a little bit. This one's done. Box you up. Set you on top of there. That way I can sit in comfort a little bit. Save my back if I can get in here. Ah, there we go. Whoo, saving the back. All right, how's this working? Is that gonna maintain? Yeah, it does. Enough. Less bending for me. I can just rest my arms on the box and still show the cards. Hey, checklists, and they're not marked up. Kevin Seitzer. Rick Seitzer out of place. There we go. All right, we got some Joe Carter action going on. 20 cents for Joe. Dan Wilson. Kurt Abbott, Lyle Mouton. Ellis Burks wants 20 cents. Eddie Murray wants 75 cents. Hard to tell if it's a mark. I think it's a markup from the last one. The last update has got a 0 on the end, but it doesn't have $1, so it might have been 60 cents. Don't know. Can we pull it off? Probably not. No, it's going to ruin everything. It was down at 40 cents, and at one point, the first sticker says 40 cents. So that's all we know. The first one says 40 cents, and it's kept going up since then. Very nice, very nice. Some Brian Jordans. Kurt Schilling demands 20 cents from you for the pleasure of joining your collection. Garrett Anderson wants 20 cents to be in your collection. Mike Stanley. Man with all the tools behind the dish. John Nunnally, his card's all out of whacker-doodled. One of the few modern, newer-ish cards, I guess. Glossy cards that are way out of cut. Tim Wakefield. Irod wants 60 cents, and he can be all yours. To love him and hold him and squeeze him while in your collection, George. Like Fetters, blowing those bubbles on the mound. Who knows? Greenwell, rest in peace, right? Bill Pulsifer. Frank the Tank Castillo. Greg Vaughn. Pat Henkin demands 20 cents so he can be in your PC. David Segui. Benji Gill. Matt Stairs in the helmet, in the back of the head. Tom Knuckleballer Candiati. John Franco. Jay Liberty Bell. If he was in Philly, that's what they might have called him. Or Gubitza again. Gubitza. Hal Morris. How are you, Morris? Willie Alvarez. Derek Bell. Ricky Botalico. Brett Boone. Bernie wants 40 cents to be your friend. Omar wants 20 cents and he'll be your PC friend. Rusty Greer wants 20 cents and Joe Carter wants 20 cents and they'll be your friends for life. Ellis Burks wants 20 cents. Eddie Murray wants 75 again. Brian Jordan will take 20 cents. He says he's easy. Kurt Schilling says 20 cents. There's Garrett Anderson who demands 20 cents. Hideo Nomo, Rookie Cup, 75 cents. Steve Finley wants 20 cents. Irod demands you pay him 60 cents on $1. Big Mac wants $2 on the $1. Woo! Big Mac coming in with some big cha-ching there. Greg Vaughn says, I'm simple. Give me $2. I'm a bargain. Pat Henkin wants 20 cents. Derek Bell will say he'll take 20 cents. So we're in the 20 cent club now. Tino says 40 cents because he's about to get some rings with the Yankees here shortly. Jimmy Edmonds says, give me 30 cents and he'll be your friend. Mondesi says he'll pay you 60 cents to bail him out of jail. Cam Manetti, rest in peace, will take 30 cents. Donnie Baseball wants $1.50. It's only fair. Vinny Castillo says 20 cents. John Smoltz wants 20 cents. That's a bargain there. Travis Fryman says 20 cents. So members of the 20 cent club. Ryan Klesko says 75 cents. Oh my God. Dante Bichette, 40 cents, overpaid. Eric Karros, 20 cents. Roger Clemens, 75 cents. Nomar, Future Star, Nomar, $1.50. Craig Wilson, 30 cents. Jason Brester wants 30 cents. These prospects are crazy. Draft picks. Shane Monahan wants 50 cents. Jesus. If you paid those prices back then, you're probably kicking yourself in the butt today. Chuck Knobloch wants 40 cents to be your lifelong pal. Oh, let's see. Sammy says he'll be your friend for $1 and some suntan lotion. Andres Galarraga says 40 cents and the big cat will be your pet. Tome says 40 cents, friends for life. Brady Anderson says 30 cents. Oh, then Vince Coleman's free. Brian Hunter says 40 cents. Jay Buhner says 30 cents. Maurice Vaughn wants 75. Oof. That's why the Red Sox got rid of him. And got David Ortiz, 20 cents for the Paul O'Neill. Robbie Alomar, the spitter, wants $1 per loogie. Barry Larkin wants 40 cents. Sandy Alomar Jr. says 20 cents, and he'll be your friend. Biggio says 30 cents. Moses Alou says 20 cents. Robin Bloody Nose Ventura says 20 cents. Boomer Wells says 30 cents. Neon Dion says 60 cents. And a new toe, and he'll be your friend. Wade Boggs wants 40 cents. And please, Dion, don't show up on my door wanting to kick my ass with your four-toed foot. Cliff Floyd, 20 cents. Ruben Rivera, the thief, working at a discount rate, 20 cents. Eckersley said 20 cents. Unless you're Kirk Gibson, then it's $1.20. Kevin Brown says 30 cents. Andy Pettit says into his glove 60 cents. Rondell White wants 20 cents. Rafael Palmeiro, 30 cents. The doors to the Hall of Fame have cracked open ever so slightly for him now. Ricky Henderson, 30 cents. Rest in peace, Ricky. Todd Hundley says 20 cents. And Kenny Lofton says $1 and I'll make you holla. We're not done. We're going to pick it up again right here. We got Pendleton, Reynolds, Rapp again, Danny Jackson, Mark McLemore, not McLinette, McLinette-less, Stephen Avery at the batting cage for some crazy, silly reason. Brad Radke, John Valentin, go Radke, Valentin, Radke, Valentin, Radke, Valentin, Radke, Valentin, Radke, Valentin, Radke, Valentin. Radke says 20 cents. and I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. Ooh, a brick. An actual factual brick. Let's see what we can do with it. The slow peel. But it's coming off 2 cards at a time. It sounds like paper loss. More like gloss loss, but still. Mel Rojas. And that's the problem with this set. Like so many from this era, too much glossiness causes stickiness, causes paper lossness. This one might be shot. There we go, there we go. Brian McRae, right at the ivy. McRae trying to will that ball to come back in the confines of Wrigley Field. Usually blown out. When my wife's having a hard time, I might have to stop to go see what's bugging her. Her foot is hurting. Brian McRae, house kid, coach's kid. Doug Jones, so they're peeling off okay now. That one was a little more than the last couple. Another Dennis Martinez cards. They're still coming. Nope, we're done. Greg Jeffries. Okay, I'll be back. Take a break. What's that? ringing. Wow. And they say I don't have hearing loss. I got tinnitus. Ringing for no reason. They say when your ears ring, someone's talking about you. I don't know if that's true or not. All right, where were we? Oh, yeah, somewhere around here. Peeling off the Greg Jeffries. I'm peeling off John Burkett. The Otis Nixon's getting the peel now. Steven Treveros is getting the peel. Or Sammy Sosa. Give him a peel too. Oh, you say you don't need one now? Okay. Sammy's good. No peel required. Okay. Got it. On Treveros. Come on. There it is. That's Carlos Perez. Ray Durham. Esteban Loaiza. And Terry Pendleton. Marty Cordova, 40 cents to be your lifelong friend. Put Marty back because he's right there. Chris Hoyles. Chuck Finley. Some Chad Curtis action. Rod Beck. Tony Phillips. Randy Myers. Alex Fernandez. Sid's little brother. Yeah, the Marty Cordovas. For 40 cents. Oh, Chad Curtis. There's Curtis. These are not all stuck. All right, we got Blackjack McDowell, Gary Gaedes, Ramon Martinez, Jeffrey Kent, Brad Osmus, Devon White. Got some draft pick Jason Giambis or draft pick Billy Wagner's. There you go. Nice. Todd Green. But draft pick Johnny Damons, and he says 75 cents. I'll be your friend too, Johnny. Alan Bennis, draft picks. Kim Garcia, draft pick. Future star, I should say. 20 cents. You can have a future star in your PC. Act now. Supplies are limited. All right. We got Dustin Hermanson. Some real stickage back here. Could end up in paper loss for these checklists. Oh, that was a tough one for Dustin Hermanson there. Give me some real. No, I'm surprised. Nope. It's got blisters, but not paper loss. That's craziness. Kirby Puckett, 50 cent. Albert Joey Bell, 75 cents. How about some Randy Johnsons? No price tag, no sleeves. Just poor old Randy out here by himself. Feeling Randy, I guess. Randy being Randy, right? How about some Wade Booger Boggs? 40 cents for a booger in your PC. Booger Boggs, aka Wade. All right. Carlos Baerga. All right. iRod. No price on the iRods. Jose Mesa All-Star. How about Dave Yoakum? 20 cents. Brian McNichol. Times 5 for 20 cents each. Alvie Shepard. No crap, that's his real name. Alvie. A-L-V-I-E. 25 cents for Alvie. Alvie and the Chipmunks. Yoakum again. Yoakum. Slocums. 20 cents. Where you at, Yoakum? There you are. McNichol. There you go. All right, we got some guy named Taylor for the Phillies. Reggie Taylor. Could not tell you what his deal was. Garrett Long. Garrett wants 30 cents, though. How about Jonathan Johnson? JJ wants 30 cents. Be your lifelong pal. Speaking about Powell, here's Brian Powell. Draft pick card. Then we've got Brian Buchanan. Not going on there. You've got some Lee Arthur Smith with the California Angels or Anaheim. It says CA, so it must be California Angels at this time. It's like knuckles cracking. Lee Arthur. After Lee Arthur goes Frankie Rodriguez. And Frankie. Then goes Charlie Hayes. Bernard Gilkey. As charged, that is. John Smiley. All the way to the bank. The brick. Whoops, Smiley card just went shooting across the box. About some Rico Bologna. Or some Kurt Manwaring. Lenny chewing tobacco Dykstra. Gotta be careful what I say about Lenny Dykstra. He will hunt me down. He will find me. Orlando Marced. Kent Merker. All right, Terry Steinbach. Home, Plymouth, Minnesota. Born in New Ulm, Minnesota. So he's not from Germany. Steinbach. Jeff Fasaro. Jeff Brantley. Tim Raines, Rock Raines. Jimmy Key, West Florida. Andre the Hawk Dawson. Jose Mesa, Arizona. Mesa Verde, California, right? Brett the Butler did it in the living room with a baseball bat. Chili Dog Davis. Steve Sparks. Luis Gonzalez. Lugon. And back to Brett the Butler did it in the playground with a bat. Thomas Howard again. Pat Mears. Ricky Tettleton. Gary DiSarcina. Quite a few of those. There we go. Ed Sprague. Brett Saberhagen. John Flaherty. Ruben Sierra, with the Jenkins. Those damn Yanks. Bip Roberts, the old Bipster. Ray Sanchez. We got some Marquise Grissom's here for 20 cents. They'll be your friend. 20 cents on the dollar. Oh, another brick. Another brick. Who's behind the brick? Why, it's Shannon Stewart. Okay. John Frascatore. Frascator. Sounds like the name of a kid you may have gone to high school with, right? Dave Nelson. Joey Cora. And move on, getting ready to tag him out because Joey's getting a little bit too cocky out there on the base pass. Rick Aguilera. Jose Vizcaino. Jeff Montgomery. Montgomery Ward. You know, you know. You're old enough, you know. Delano Shields, Sr. How about some Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer. All right. Let's see. What else we got going here? Some Andy Bennis. Sorry about these guys. These cards are all kind of sticky. They're not bricky like that, but they're, I mean, it looks like a brick. It acts like a brick. It talks like a brick. It squawks like a brick. It must be a brick, but actually they come apart with no paper loss. So just gotta be patient with them and work them. And they do respond positively. Ben McDonald. Sandy Martinez. Dan Maselli. Just checking the chat. See if anyone says anything. That way I don't miss anything in the chat. Charles Nagy. Or Portugal. Reggie Sanders. Colonel Sanders. I don't know who Jamie Brewington is, but there's his card with the Giants, not the Brewers. Aaron Seeley. Pete Harnish is next. Cal Allred. Johnny balls to the wall again. And his now appearing card. Donnie balls to the wall in Colorado. Yeah, babe, what's up? Yeah. All right. Be right back. Guys, got to open up a box of kitty litter for the wife. Be right back. You can stare at these Alex Ochoa cards. My couple of minutes of absence. No. All right. Back at it. All right. I'm back. Had to help the wife. Had to take out some kitty litter stuff. She can't lift that stuff up. And we're here with Jason Bates Motel and Jose Herrera. All right. Moving right along. Pretty soon we'll be done with this one. All right, Shannon Stewart. 20 cents, and he'll be your friend for life. How about Brooke Kieschnick? Brooks Kieschnick. Everyone was hyped on him too back in the day. And we got Chris Snopek. Snowpack. Or a Donnie balls to the wall again. Okay, Donnie. Jeff Supan. And Phil Nevin. I gotta make sure I put the gate up. Last thing I need is the cats. Cats roaming around in here. Looking for trouble. All right. No kitty cats. Fire this thing up again. It is a little bit chilly. There we go. The pilot running. Keep the pilot running. There we go. Now gas it. There we go. And we've got heat. Okay, and we're back to Phil Nevin. And the heat. The heat is on. And now demonetized. Thank you very much. But the heat is on, so John Wasden. Not floating in this picture. And we got some J. Peyton Place action going on. Tim Crabtree. Sounds like a character from the Little Rascals. Teacher named Miss Crabtree. Rick Kravida. Bob Walcott. Jimmy Haynes. Herbert Parry, or Herb in this case. Herbert Aloysius Parry, you get in outside right now. Not saying that Aloysius is his middle name, but just saying. Get these all lined up a little bit better than what they were. There you go. More small brickage. Herbert Parry again. We got Harold Baines. Harold Baines in my arse. About some Jimmy Abbott. Jimmy Abbott. Scott Cooper. Scott Mini Cooper, that is. Mickey Morandini. Chad OJ. Ogie. Ogia. Lee Tinsley. Randy Velarde. Whoa. No, for sure I'm going to be demonetized. Hey, but you know what? Maybe people will send in donations for singing lessons. You never know. Kevin Apier. About some Daryl Hamilton. Oh, Daryl. Daryl, and Daryl. It's like Ed, and Eddie. Daryl, Darrell, and Derail. Is Ringhausen. Almost done. Paul Sorrento. Chris Hammond. Lance Johnson. Oh, Lance, now calm down. Luis Alicea. Dean Palmer. Jamie Navarro. Jaime Navarro. Janeme Navarro. And Eric Hansen twins. Or brothers. Because they're not twins. They're the Hansen brothers. There's Eric again. Pedro Martinez. No, Pedro Munoz. Munoz. Heathcliff. Why would you name your kid Heathcliff? Guess they like the comic strip character, right? Wally Joint Nerd. Wally Joint Nerd. Oh no. Get you a pot. Bob Twixberry works at the Twix factory, making Twix bars. Left or right Twix is the question. You put your Twix to the left or to the right? That's going to be the question of the day. David Bell, Buddy Bell's son and Gus Bell's grandson. Third generation MLB players. Right? Is it Gus Bell? I don't know. Yeah, because it's Ray Boone, Bob Boone, Aaron, and the other one, Brett Boone. So you got the three generations of Boones, like Henneman, and three generations of Bells. Of course, you have brothers that played at the same time, the three Alou brothers, Matty, Jesus, and Felipe. You also had the DiMaggio brothers, Joe, Dom, and I forget the other one's name. I believe there were three DiMaggios that were playing ball. I hear my wife yelling at the dog. Must be chasing the cats again. Can't be chasing the cats, dog. Come on, man. Norm Charlton. Benito Santiago. Benny and the Jets. This rookie right before he became a Yankee. You know, he's not a Yankee yet. Chad Fonville. What a Chad. He's a Chad. CJ Nitkowski. I thought he was a Red. Chattanooga taken to Reds and then Tigers. Okay, he was. For like a second. Cup of coffee with the Reds. And they moved him on. Billy Not So Swift. Sure, I heard that a lot in high school. Like, hey, not so Swift. All right, this is the last of it, the last bit of it. And then we're probably going to shut her down because, you know, the audience just isn't there. And that's fine. It is what it is. I want to thank everyone who stopped by throughout this impromptu live stream brought to you by the need to share the name of that one ball player. Ready? Where is it at? Wonderful, Wonderful Mounds. What a name. Wonderful. What were your parents thinking? Great TTM, though. Check him out. I dare you. I dare you, TTMers, to get a TTM from him. And pose him the question, what were your parents thinking? Did they ever explain it to you? They almost had to. Even Johnny Cash, his character, Sue, got an explanation as to why he named him the way he did. Just to toughen him up. Troy Hawkins. Greg Colburn. Glenn Dishman. He's dishing it out right now. Joe Vitello. Sounds like a hitman for the mob. Hey, Joey, come over here. I got a question for you, Joey's. Yeah, Joey's. How would you like to make a few bucks? Huh, Joey's? Think about it, Joey's. All you gotta do is go whack this dude for us. Come on. You can do it, Joey. Listen, Joey. We'll give you everything you need, Joey. We'll front you the money too, Joey. How about that? 50% now and 50% when the job is done. Can't go wrong, Joey. How about Ken Hill with the Cleveland team, formerly known as Indians? Not no Moss. No Moss. Maybe one day they'll go back. Maybe they'll go back one day to the roots. Carlos Garcia. Carlos. Ryan Ricard. Oh my God. He's a Reeker. We got the Sean Green Gold Cup. Oh, Shawnee Green. Put on the brakes there, Shawnee, at second base, will ya? All right, Sean. Thank you very much, Sean. About some Tyler Green. Wow, the train from Greensville must have just pulled in. We got Sean Green and Tyler Green, back-to-back greens. Grass is always greener on the other side, right? How about Mike Blowers? And Jeffrey, I hate you, Conine. What you did to my Yankees. That's right. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers too. And elephants never forget. Mark Langston. Must have reached the temperature in here. Or that baby back up. All right, the last few cards. And then I'm just going to probably sort in private here. Some prospect cards, Marty Jansen, Gary Rath, Clint Sadowski, Jeff D'Amico. By the way, Niffy Perez, Ray Ordonez, Tim Harkrider. That's right, Harkrider, and Enrique Wilson are demanding 20 cents to join your PC if you want them. 30 cents. Sorry, they want 30 cents. And the Trey Beeman, Yamal Benitez, Jermaine Dye, and Angel Echeverria club prospects want 50 cents. They want 50 cents for you to allow them into your PC. That's right. For only 50 cents today, you can have these players in your PC. They're prospects. Don't you know? All right, guys, that is going to be it, I think. Appreciate everyone who stopped by. But I gotta be digging out more cards. I finished up that cart. I do have more just sitting around here, but let's drink to wet my whistle. What's in this little bugger here? Did we not look at these at one time? I just shoved them back. I may have, just out of disgust. 2003 MLB Vintage from Upper Deck. What I should do is shove this checklist in here. Why not? Because we can. All right, hold on. We got 1, 2, 1, 2. This one looks like someone made a copy of it. Wait, Troy Glaus. Yeah, there's only one paper up to, okay. And we go up to card 226, 228, 230, 247, 277, 280 cards in the set. The first card, is Troy Glaus. The last card is Ichiro. No, Ichiro's not the last one in the box. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. There we go. Now the checklists are set. And already they're not in that kind of order, unless this is Glaus and this is the last card, which is Ichiro checklist, which makes sense. 280s Ichiro checklist. Okay, just said Ichiro. So here's the Glaus. Erstadt. Anderson. Is that card 4? Yes. Nolan Ryan. Is that card 5? Yeah. Salmon is 6, 7. Do we have the full set here? Every time I say that, we don't. So 8. No, we're missing card 8 already. So who's card 8? Who is card 8? Alex Ochoa, of all people. Not even a big name. Alex Ochoa. And we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. $14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Raleigh is 20. Catfish is 21. Jermaine is 22. 25. What the heck? Who's 23 and 24? That's missing in action. Ray Durham and Carlos Delgado. Really? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. There's 22. Here's 25. There's 24. So we're missing 23. We got 24. We got 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 28. Hold on. Wait, we got two card 28s. What's going on here? 27, 28, 28, Vernon Wells and Jason Jennings. 28, we got three card 28s. What's going on? Did the machine get stuck on 28? 3 28s. Hold on. Vernon Wells and John Smoltz. So it's Vernon Wells, right? No, there's three. There's Vernon Wells. So there's two 28s. 5, 26, 27, 28. This 28, Jason Jennings, is a different card. Then we got John Smith. John Smoltz is 29. Maddox is 30. Chipper's 31. Sheffield's 32. Andrew is 33. Lavin's 34. Percal is 35. Necro's 36. Eddie Matthews 37. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. All right. 36. Who's 37? 37 is Eddie Matthews, but he's got 376. Maybe there's a different variation image. I don't know. But that's that. 38 Yount. A lot of Younts. 39 is Sexton. 40 is Sheets in the Wind. 41 is Jenkins. Jeff Jenkins, not Jason Jennings. 42. Albert Pujols is 44. Who's 43 then? Jason Isringhausen. Stan the Man. 48. 45 is Matt Morris. 46 is J.D. Drew. 47 is Jim Edmonds. 48 is Stan the Man. Okay, Stan the Man. Red Shane Deist. 49. Mark Bellhorn is 53. So we're missing some more. Mosey Salou is 56. Yeah, so now we're just jumping all over hell and creation. 57 is Corey Patterson. Ernie Banks is 58. He Shop Choi is 59. Billy Williams is 60. Ben Grieve is 62. So we stopped at 60. And we got 62 there for Grieve. 63 is Jared Sandberg. 64 is Crawford. 65 is Randy Johnson. 66. 67. 68. 69. Al Lopez is 71, so we're missing 70. Pee Wee Reese, 72. Eric Gagne is 73. Sean Green, 74. Kevin Brown is 75. Paul LaDuca is 76. Adrian Beltre is 77. Hideo Nomo, 78. Eric Karros, 79. Odalis Perez, 80. Tommy Lasorda, 82. Missing 81. Taddy Daddy is 83. Vladdy Sr. is 84. The Vladdy Daddy is 84. 85 is Jose Vidro. 86. 87. Monty Irvin. 89. Yep. '91. Kent is 92. 93 is Rich Aurelia. 94 is Orlando Cepeda. 95 is Juan Marichal. Okay, so him in the back here. Okay. How about McCovey being 96? David Bell's 97. Jim Thome, it goes to 100. CC is 101. Omar is 102. Lou Boudreau is 103. How about Larry Doby? Being 104. Bob Lemon, 105. John Allrood, 106. Edgar Martinez, 107. Brett Boone, 108. Freddie Garcia is 109. .110 is Mike Cameron. .111. 13. So Mike Lowell is 113. Beckett is 14. Burnett is 15. Pierre is 16. Derek Lee is 17. 18. The Spitter is 20. .21. 22. Maurice is 23. Tom Terrific's 24. 25, 26. Oh, goes to 25, 29. Chris Singleton. Then goes 33. So 29, 33. Hoffman, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Brayu is 40. Jimmy Rowo is 41. Pat the Bat is 42. Vicente Padilla is 43. Whitey is 44. And then we're missing 45. We got 46, 47, 48, 49, 56, 57, there's 50, Pop Stargell is 51, 52, Calmero's 53, Irod's 54, Juan Gun is 56, 54, 54, 55 is Blaylock, Juan Gun is 56, up to 57, Nomar is 59, 60, 61 is Manny Ramirez. 62 is Shea Hildebrandt. Put them down here somewhere. Oh, shit. Stop it. Bobby Dorr, 63. Johnny Damon, 64. Veritek is 65. Junior, 68. 64. Junior, 68. 69. 70. 71. Joe Morgan, 72. All right, so now we go here to there. '74 is Todd Walker. Helton is 79. Walker is 80. Preston Wilson's 81. 83 is Mike Sweeney. Carlos Beltran is 84. Paul Bird is 85. Raul Ibanez is 86. Rick Farrell, 87. Early Wynn, 88. Dimitri Young is 89. Jim Bunning is 90. George Kell, 91. Hal Newhouser, 92. Bobby Higginson is 93. Smile and Sparky Anderson is 95. Killer, Harmon Killebrew is 200. Frank Thomas is 202. Mark Burley is 203. Maglio Ordonez, 204. Paul Konerko is 205. 206. Hoyt Wilhelm is 207. Carlos Lee is 208. Roger Clemens, 209. Nick Johnson's 210. Giambi's 211. 224 is Soriano is 212. Bernie is 213. Moose is 214. Jorge 215. Moose again is 216. Wait, we have two Messinas. Oh, Ventura. That's why it wasn't for Moose. It was Ventura. There's Moose. Yogi is 217. Phil is 218. Mo is 219. Then we've got 234. 235. 237. 435. 37. 46. Leader cards. 43. 42. 39. 40. 42. 43. 31. 32. 34. Checklist. 78. 79 and 80. Okay, definitely not the whole set. So there you have it. Voila. And we never forget, who's this guy? This guy is Jason Jennings. Says card 28. So it's a Grief Sandberg. Okay, so on the first 159 cards. Wait. God dang it. I got him spun around. Get out of there. Come on now. Thumbs. The same trick for these as you do on the regular cards. You gotta bang them to get them to cooperate. Get out of there now. All right. All right. Jason Jennings is 178. So that his name, Jason Jennings, yes. 178. We'll check him out.
Doing videos.
I'll be done here.
I
Well,
need a wash basket from upstairs.
okay.
I could use a wash.
All right. I'll be right on it. I'm on it. All right. Where's 178 at? 129. 146. 193. 78 goes right there. 74. 4. 78 is right there. Okay. No real interruptions in anything. Okay. Moving on. Alrighty then, that's it. Not the complete set. It's what it is. Let's turn this off, shall we? Booyakasha. All right. Anyway. All right. So that's going to be it, guys. We're going to shut her down here. We've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes. good enough. I'll do a bunch on my own. Maybe I'll just do like a highlight box or something that I find. Say, oh yeah, this is what I found, guys. And go with that approach now, I guess. Alrighty, that way it's not so boring for you guys to go through all these boxes and just see all these common, even no-namers. I try to make it interesting, but it is what it is, right? Let's see. Yep, that's it. All right, guys. Hey, anyway, again, to all my fellow veterans out there, happy Veterans Day. And we'll see you guys in the next one. I got a hiccup. All right, put these in there. Booyakasha. Another box filled up. All right, guys. Switch the camera back. Switch the camera back if we can. Give me my mouse more. Where we at here? Where we are? Booyakasha. Camera. And there we go. All right, guys. Peace. We'll see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow's another day, right? All right. Mañana. Put that here.